Hello, good evening, hello Zavaldo, we back again in Thought Experiment Simulator. This is the kinda like alright-ish game we were trying a new one for tonight. Let me just reduce the audio from my side here. Alright, how you guys doing? I'm sorry I'm unable to stream yesterday as well. Alright. Hopefully it's not too loud. Right. So thanks to a certain jellyfish Vtuber, I'm trying to play this game. It's quite interesting because I saw some there's the RPG Maker version, which is not translated in English, so I'm kind of curious of how will this be going on. Alright, so just remind you guys, for those who live in Klang Valley, right, Klang Valley, Malaysia, alright, there's a convention, Animangaki, right, 2024 at the Mines Convention Center in 2 weeks time. I will be, I'm not in the VTuber showcase, but I will be visiting my friends. Okay, so if you happen to know these people or want to get to know me, okay, I'll see you guys there. Right. Okay, so let me just share my now live. Okay. It will be live now. Code now live. Alright. Okay, let's go.
You're in the mode selection menu now.
Okay.
I recommend going with story mode, but it's totally up to you.
Okay, let's try story mode then. So I read this Steam review. We can finish this in 2 hours time. So we'll try to finish this. We're gonna finish everything during the stream as well. Okay. Story mode. Dive into the debates between history's greatest philosophers, exploring thought experiments and gain insight through their perspective. Okay. Let's try. In this game, thought experiment is based on real-life academic theories. Story mode designed of limited philosophy knowledge with basic understanding. Okay. If you prefer to skip the dialogues, use the fast forward to quickly move on. Completing dialogues unlocks the corresponding level in sim mode when you play. The core fun comes from the sim mode, so it's okay not to read the dialogues carefully. The game's creator is not expert in philosophies or academic mistakes. Alright, so yes guys, don't take this game as actual philosophy tests or psychological tests. Right, we're doing this for fun. Okay, I'll take this as fun.
Now, when you click an icon, a story mode button will pop up. This will take you to the dialogue scene I mentioned earlier. You can choose to read through the dialogue or skip it, and then you'll be brought to the playable part, which is called sim mode. Enjoy.
Alright. Story mode. Trolley problem. My favorite. This part of the game is a little educational. If you prefer to implement the starter experiment, reading text, there is skip button. Here's a start. Right. Moral dilemma. The trolley problem presents a moral dilemma where the runaway trolley can be redirected to save many lives at the cost of one. This scenario probes the ethical tension between utilitarian principles, priorities in favor of the greater good, and protection of individual rights. Okay, so for the fun of it, we're gonna use start. Okay, alright. Famously declaring God is dead. Okay. Individualism. Aristotle. Okay. Confucius. The importance of ethics and personnel of government conduct, role of benevolent leadership, and the value of education and cultivating. Balance of moderation, guide in moral compass, redirecting truly saves more lives, aligning the doctrine of the mean, seeking greater good by minimizing harm. Must respect the dignity of the individual. Right. Okay. Alright. That begs the question, does the act of redirecting trolley itself carry a moral weight? Or is it consequence of the action defines our righteousness? Hey, right? But consider the willpower! Redirecting the trolley asserts a dominance over fate, a refusal to succumb to a passive acceptance of many's demise. The point is, it's the significant agency and morals and ethics. The act of deciding reflects our capacity for rational thought and moral reasoning. Exactly, it is not merely about numbers, but assertion of will, the affirmation of life, even in the act of choosing whom to save. However, we must tread fully on the unchecked power. Ethics demands we justify our actions within the framework of virtue and the common good. Alright. Life is not probability, reality to be experienced. The trolley dilemma forces us to confront in essence of our moral convictions, to act decisively in the face of uncertainty. So what then? Should we reduce the morality to a mere calculation balancing of lives or a number on a ledger? Of course not. Humans are not just numbers. Okay, your perspective reminds of the essence of morality lies beyond mere calculation. It is the intention, the righteousness of the action, and which truly defines its moral value. Said, to act justly, one must be just. Okay, right. Right now.
Ah, welcome. I suppose you're here for something entirely ordinary. But let me be clear. This is not your typical ride. You might face some deceptively simple choices. Twists on the classic trolley problem. But remember, not everything is as it seems. Enjoy the conundrum. Or don't. It's entirely up to you.
Right. 3, 2, 1. Wait, what?
I see. It's a bold strategy to just let nature take its course.
What do you mean? I don't even know what's the question. Okay.
Koalas aren't known for their speed, but a trolley.
Free will. Rip.
You just saved the world from fruit on pizza. A true hero.
No, I don't want. Shit. Oh well.
Whoa, what in the world are you doing? This is a thought experiment, not a drifting competition. You're absolutely ruining the scientific process here.
The mall.
Now you must choose between a teleport machine and a time machine. What could possibly go wrong? That was a classic case of instant karma. Nice work. Now you know how it feels to be on the receiving end of your own decisions.
Oh. Sucking.
Hey kids, guess we're skipping the prehistoric exhibit today.
Okay. They don't present with problems, so I don't know what they're asking.
Well, who wouldn't want their commute to be a bit more fantastical?
Huh?
And now we're going backwards. Thanks, mystery question block. Ah, a fan of amphibians, are we? You chose to do nothing. Sometimes inaction is an action.
Okay. Free will suck in. Alright. Simot.
Ah, welcome. You might enjoy the... Less is more, in terms of survivors, I mean.
Well, let's just see what's all the option.
Goodbye, kangaroos. Today, the trolley hops for you. I guess it's a thin crust pizza now. I guess for you, cake comes before, well, a lot of other things.
Oh, I assume it's a cat. Oh my god.
Now you must choose between a teleport machine and a time machine. What could possibly go wrong? You've just traveled back to ancient Greece. Trolley wasn't invented yet. Here's just a nice straight road. Oh, you ask me what's in your hand? Well, that's just a toilet plunger. Here comes Sisyphus. Sisyphus just rolled by with his boulder. Quite a sight, isn't it? Do you think he's happy with his endless task? Or is it just another version of our trolley problem?
Lucio.
Earth's intergalactic relations might get a bit more tense.
Oh, okay.
You knew your trolley pass was also a ticket to space. Hope you packed your toothbrush.
Alright, getting all the achievement.
Now we're seeing things from a different angle. Congratulations! You've just increased the human population.
Alright. Okay, you get all the achievement. Story mode. Reading that. What? Okay, right. Burden's ass is thought of experiment of philosophy illustrating the paradox of choice. Donkey equally hungry and standard to a little bit. Equally attractive option. Okay. Today we punish of Burden's ass. Okay. Equally hungry and thirsty with a bale of hay and bucket water, unable to choose, was the bit of decision making. Hannard. And totalitarianism. Fascism. Donkey's dilemma reflected through lack of true knowledge. Okay. Raises the crucial aspect action. For residual action, we recognize set of will despite uncertainty. Okay. The most important thing is to commit. So what of the notion of inaction itself is a choice. Choosing not to decide is also an exercise for one's agency. A profound thought. Agency lies in action and inaction. Each bears its own consequences and virtue. Consider the implication of our political action. The donkey, unable to decide stuff. Society suffers similarly when leaders falter at decision. Okay. The quality of decision is not solely the rest of the equality of options, but on agency and ethics of choice. Right. Date now.
You will tangle with a famous dilemma, making choices
Death, fantastic death, variously fantastic
that twist classic philosophical quandaries into amusing results. Let's see if you can guide this famously indecisive donkey or not. The fun, after all, is in the attempt and the absurdity of the outcomes. You've gone for hydration, but the donkey remains firmly in his existential crisis. Hydration first. An excellent strategy. Not endorsed by our four-legged friend, however. You go for water. Seems like you're thinking about the donkey's kidneys. If only he'd take a step. It seems our indecisive friend has chosen a permanent solution to a temporary problem. Before we proceed to the next round, let's take a moment to reflect on your experience with this level. This particular thought experiment posed quite a challenge in converting philosophical quandaries into interactive gameplay, and your feedback is crucial for refining it. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on how the scenario played out, and any suggestions you might have for improvement. Could you please rate this level's gameplay on a scale from 1 to 10? You know, actually, the game's creator is willing to see whatever score. In the previous design, you would be forced to rate a 10 here, but not anymore. He has updated the game. The game was released on July 22nd, and by the time I record these lines, it's August 1st. In the past week, he has checked every review on Steam and noticed that most of the negative reviews are about being forced to rate a 10 here. But do you know why he added the rating gameplay here?
Why?
Because in the initial design of this level, the donkey was just standing there, and players could click hay or water. And that's it. The original gameplay was this boring and plain. That's why he added more stuff in this game that might not be that philosophical or related to the thought experiment, but just to entertain you as a game itself. And to laugh at himself for the original boring design, he added the rating part because no one would choose to rate it a 10, not even himself. So he guessed it would be humorous to force a 10 rating. But that probably went too far and caused a bad experience for some players. Apology for that. Anyway, let me reveal some new stuff. Some efforts he put into this level to try and make this boring thought experiment more entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew a bit of spicy pepper could turn our humble donkey into a fire-breathing spectacle, only to be extinguished by the ever-punctual trolley? Seems like even when donkeys breathe fire like dragon, they can't dodge destiny.
Right.
Aha! When you thought the potion would give our donkey a fairy tale ending, the trolley returns with a splash of color. Even in a world of magical transformations, some things remain brutally consistent. A choice for water made, but the donkey prefers the art of standing still. The water seems inviting. Too bad the donkey isn't feeling adventurous today. Our donkey has taken a leap of faith into a new career as a high jumper. Here's up when he finds what he's looking for out there, beyond the edge of the screen.
Oh. Nothing happened.
Who needs a bird when you can have a boxing glove pop out? Lesson learned. Always expect the unexpected, especially when clocks start throwing punches. The chewing gum turned our donkey into a makeshift rocket, complete with propulsion, courtesy of its own natural gases. Who could have predicted that a bubble-blowing session would launch a donkey lunar mission? Sadly, even with such an impressive exit strategy, the moon is no place for a donkey. Or any of us, really.
Right. What's this then? Selfie.
In today's digital age, even a donkey isn't safe from taking a perfect selfie. Unfortunately, this donkey's quest for social media fame turned shockingly electrifying. That's one way to go viral, but probably not the kind he had in mind.
Right. Okay. Okay, what is this? Brain in the vat. Okay. So let's see what's the brain in the vat. Discard this. Therefore I am. Dualism. Have either of you heard of brain in the vat hypothesis? Lao Tzu. It suggests that our perception could be an illusion, as if we are the brains in the vat being fed false experiences. Right. Okay. Whereas with my evil demon hypothesis, if all powerful being can deceive us, how can we be certain of anything? The reality we perceive is just a fragment of a whole. My friend Zhuangzi once dreamt he was a butterfly. I argue that for the will to power, our perception shapes our reality, not the other way around. Yet, If we don't trust our senses, how do we know the will to power itself is not an illusion? Trust in the simplicity of Tao, embrace in the natural order, and whether we are brains in a vat or beings in flesh, our essence remains unchanged. The essence you speak is a construct of perceptions. The reality of our brain and of vat would be subject to our interpretation or individual will. So you suggest that even in a vat, our will can shape our perceived reality, but does that not imply a deeper truth exists beyond our manipulated perceptions? The truth lies in harmony, in accepting the power flow of Tao. Whether we dream or we awake, path remains. Harmony flow, yes, but also the strength to impose our will on our circumstances, even if the circumstances are controlled by an external force. I see that we are divided in our views, Auzer. You propose acceptance, and Nish, you advocate dominance. But perhaps both paths leads to understanding the nature of our existence. In the end, it matters not if we brains in vats. What matters is how we live within the constraints of perceptions. Right. Belay.
In this science lab, you'll question the very fabric of your reality. Oh, and if you think you know what's coming because you've heard of brains in vats, think again, my friend. You're mixing those liquids now. Hope you know what you're doing, because I certainly don't have a clue. Oh, well, it seems you've just disappeared. Should I call someone, or will you be popping back soon? Hey, we're here for the brain. This is a philosophical simulation, not a high school science class. There you go, floating up like a birthday party decoration. How's the view from up there? Back at it with the potions. After that last wild ride, I'm not sure if I'm excited or terrified to see what happens this time. One moment it's just you, and suddenly it's a screen full of yous. How many of you does it take to solve a puzzle, I wonder?
Okay.
I wonder if that brain thinks you're just a part of its simulation. Nothing says deep philosophical investigation quite like matching some shapes. It's the perfect addition to any existential crisis. Just distract yourself by playing this pointless game. What better way to ponder the human condition than with a game designed for kindergarteners? Wait, what? You solved the puzzle, and suddenly everything zooms out. Are we still in the same lab? This makes no sense at all.
Alright. Let's see. On the brain.
Inspecting the vat and hoping to find some deep, dark secrets. The chemistry set? Oh, come on. The real mystery is in the vat, not these beakers and flasks.
Okay. Where else we can click? Found the brain, huh? How to take out the brain? Found the brain.
Here we go again with the mixing. I must admit, your dedication to unpredictable transformations is truly something to behold. You're floating away. Be careful not to bump into any sharp things.
Okay, not this one. Let's see what else I can do here.
Delving into the mysteries of existence surely requires aligning two identical symbols. Yes, deciphering the depths of human consciousness through the art of shape matching. Nothing screams exploring the depths of human thought quite like a puzzle that could amuse a preschooler.
How to get the brain? I wonder how to get the brain.
What the actual heck is happening? It's like we're peeling back layers of an existential onion, and each layer is just another lab. It never ends.
Nope.
Vanished. Let's hope it's temporary. Or we might need a new game protagonist.
Nope. Sticker figure. How to get the brain? Found the brain.
Now you've turned into a cat.
Okay.
Fluffy and adorable, but do you also feel the urge to knock things off tables?
Okay. kill stick and mix things.
A giant snail transformation. This twist feels familiar, as if drawn from the pages of a nightmarish spiral tale.
Youch.
Looking for a brain, and you found one. Yours. A
All
bit of
right.
an extreme method, but effective.
Okay, we figured it out. So all of this is not exactly a philosophical one. So I was like expecting a very long trolley questions. To be fair, I'm slightly disappointed, but let's just finish the game. Right. This is first. Start. Hegel. Idealism. Have you ever pondered over tales of Sisyphus, a man condemned to roll a boulder uphill just to watch it roll back down when he reached the top? Hypatia. Right? The exercise of futility, a punishment rather than a lesson. Ah, but there lies the beauty. In the act of struggle, Sisyphus finds his purpose. It's through continuous overcoming that life attains its meaning. I would argue, however, that the knowledge and pursuit of wisdom is where the true meaning lies. Sisyphus' ordeal represents our relentless pursuit of truth despite its elusive nature. But consider this, does not the awareness of our struggles brings us closer to virtue? The challenge is not about the boulder, but understanding why we push it. Precisely, Socrates. And through this endless cycle, we achieve a higher understanding of ourselves and the world, embodying the concept of becoming rather than being. It's the journey then, not the destination that holds value, the act of striving, learning, and growing despite the apparent hopelessness of our effort. Yet, must we accept this as our fate to infinitely push without reprieve? Is there no escape from this cycle? It's not about the escape, but embracing our conditions. On the condition, each push represents humanity's inherent desire to transcend its limitations. And through transcendence, we find liberation, not through struggle, but within it. To know and to grow, despite the sanity of our boulder's return, is our true victory. A victory then, in the face of absurdity, it speaks through the resilience of human spirit, a testament to our capacity and hope and determination. Yes, in this moment of struggle, we are most alive, fully engaged in the essence of our existence. The engagement, this perpetual striving, is what shapes the essence of reality himself, an unfolding narrative of individual and collective growth. It seems that Sisyphus, in his eternal toil, teaches us the value of perseverance, a dignity in struggle, and beauty in human condition. Beautiful lesson indeed. It's not the weight of the boulder, but the strength of our spirits to bear it when it defines us. Okay.
Ah, you find yourself at the foot of a hill, ready to take on an endless challenge. Move forward, and let's see how you face the slope of existential conundrum.
Okay.
Oh, and if you've played the demo before, you might notice something's different here. Sisyphus begins his ascent, each click a step toward the inevitable summit. With each footprint you find, he marches steadily upward, yet the hill looms ever daunting.
Okay. Okay.
What's this? A new hat for Sisyphus. Here's hoping a little novelty goes along. Hey, you knocked off his hat. Poor Sisyphus. As if his task wasn't hard enough already. Now, because of your click, he's got to face that uphill battle bareheaded. Watch where you're clicking next time.
Okay.
Look at that. Sisyphus has switched up his headgear again as he resets his climb. Who knew that fashion could make an ancient punishment a bit more interesting?
It's a freaking Kamen Rider.
Oh, no, not again. There goes his hat, tumbling down just like that boulder. Sisyphus really didn't need that extra challenge. Try to keep the hat on his head next time, will ya? As the boulder rolls back to the base, Sisyphus watches his fleeting progress vanish, destined to begin anew. With a resigned sigh, he squares his shoulders for another ascent. Each step as inevitable as the last. There lies the cycle, unending and relentless, a testament to his eternal task.
Over again. Okay. It's a freaking clown. Basically, you're gonna do it over and over again.
Once again, the boulder betrays Sisyphus's efforts, rolling down the slope to its starting point. Undeterred, again with the hat knocking, Sisyphus has enough on his plate without you adding a breeze to his scalp. Let's try to keep the accessories in place next round, okay?
Right. Okay. What?
And down rolls the boulder. Yet Sisyphus meets it with a knowing smile, ready to march up the hill once
Okay, Hunter x Hunter reference. Okay.
This eternal return, he finds his own slice of happiness, embracing the absurdity with each step he retraces in the relentless cycle. Sisyphus carves out a contentment, particularly his own.
How many times can you do it? Oh, it's the king.
Wow, more than 10 pushes.
Alright, 10 pushes.
Actually unlocked all the achievements there are in this relentless endeavor. Maybe it's time to explore new horizons. There's a whole world.
Is that Nicolás from Bloodborne? Oh my god. Right, now is Prisoner's Dilemma. Okay. Okay. Marks. Okay, Karl Marx. Have you ever contemplated in a prisoner's dilemma? It's a fascinating scenario where game theory where true prisoners must decide whether to betray or cooperate without knowing on the other's decision. Gender is a social construct. And interesting to note that how the choice of cooperation which benefits both is often overshadowed by the fear of betrayal. This reflects the dialectical process. The individual's actions are interdependent, shaping and reshaping their realities through their choices. Not just recognizing, but actively fostering it. In a society that values mutual aid over competition, the dilemma itself might dissolve. Yet the essence of the dilemma persists as long as the individual freedom conflicts with universal necessity. True, each decision in the dilemma mirrors the exertion of choices, whether to act authentically in freedom or to be led by anxiety towards self-interest. And under capitalism, this self-interest is not just personal but systemic, enforced by the economical structures that divides us. There's a perpetual antithesis and synthesis. Individual desires that clash with collective needs, leading to a new understanding of conflicts. Right. Can true freedom exist in making choice if the choices themselves are constrained by external conditions? Perhaps it's in recognizing those constraints that we find the path to actual freedom. Indeed, engaging in this dilemma, we must not just play by the game, but question the rules that impose upon us. Right. In questioning, we transcend the intermediate and glimpse the universal, the totally relations that defines our actions. Right, but envisioning a society. Right, I find the dialogue is more engaging than the gameplay itself. Right. It's like those who write the script here I can give it a shout out to them. Right. Shout out to the game developers for making the interesting dialogues. But for what if these philosophers actually still alive and they will discuss between each other, right? Okay. Right, no more prisoners also contended but the architects of our fate. In the end, it's not what the choices we make, but what kind of world we want to build with those choices. Okay.
Welcome to the prisoner's dilemma. You and your cellmate are in quite a bind.
Okay.
Here's the deal. If you both confess, you each get 5 years. If you confess while your cellmate stays silent, you'll walk free while they get 10 years. If you stay silent and they confess, you get the 10 years and they go free. But if both of you keep quiet, you both walk free. So, what's it going to be? Do you trust your cellmate or not?
That's quite simple.
Look at you, keeping quiet while your buddy does all the talking. They've just booked you a long stay. Silence really paid off for them.
What?
This is the brink of a Cold War, where you're a superpower and so is your rival. Now, you need to decide whether to build missiles or not.
Okay.
The rule is, if both do, a tense peace will be achieved through mutually assured destruction. However, a tremendous amount of money will be spent on this arms race. If you build while they don't, you can eliminate your rival. Don't build while they do, and, well, it's game over for you. If you both avoid the arms race, peace, without worrying about a nuclear war. What's your move? Will you arm up or aim for peace?
Arm up.
There you go. Missiles on both sides. Now the mutually assured destruction looks so mutually expensive.
Right.
Here's the stock market's own version of the prisoner's dilemma. You're an investor, and so is everyone else around you. If you hold onto your stock, and if the others do the same, the price skyrockets and everyone profits. Hold while others sell, you will lose your money. Sell while they hold, you miss out on the gains. And if everyone sells, the stock price drops hard, and you might just minimize your losses. What's your move? Will you hold steady or cut your losses?
Hold.
Everyone held tight, and look at that! Your stock's rising! That's what we call a collective win. Your wallet's looking pretty happy now.
Right.
Whee! What? Back for more, are we? Diving into the murky waters of trust and betrayal once again. Let's see how you navigate the twists this time around. Will you play it safe, or is there a new strategy? Let the games begin. Look at that. Both of you confess. And now you've got a nice 5-year vacation behind bars. A classic move in the prisoner's dilemma, really. Sometimes trust is a luxury, isn't it?
Right.
Back at the cold, ready for another round of strategy. Let's find out if this time you can. Peace prevails without a single missile built. It's rare, it's bold, and it might just be the wisest decision made in decades. Cheers to a calmer world stage.
Right.
Back for another. Will you? It was a mass sell-off, and you joined in just in time. You stopped the bleeding early, which is sometimes the best you can hope for in this game.
Okay. Good. We got all the achievement. Quite easy. This is a veil of ignorance. Okay. Let's see what the philosophers talk about. Lao Shu. The essence of nature teaches us harmony, but yet I wonder how much harmony can be reflected in the laws of man. Indeed, the construction of society often marked by the interests of class, obscuring fairness. Imagine then a veil of shrouds our status, wealth and power. Decision made thus, how would they differ? The veil of ignorance, a fascinating concept. This compels us to design a society without knowing our place within it. True test of justice, perhaps. It encourages the decision that benefits all, not just a select few. The veil would force the Burjo to consider the plurality's needs. In ignorance of one's class, society could aim a distribution based on need, not greed. A balance then that mirrors the Tao, acting without bias, governing without forcing. But how practical is this concept? Can man truly detach from his own interests? Challenging Socrates, yet it serves as an ideal towards which to strive, pushing us beyond our inherent class struggles. Like water, we must find our level, seeking the lowest place which all disdain. Therein lies true harmony. An admirable goal, yet human nature is complex. Our decisions are often clouded by personal gain. Which is why such philosophical tool is vital. It does not promise perfection, but guides us towards equity. A journey through 1,000 miles begin with a single step. Let the veil be that steps towards justice. Indeed, Lao Tzu. As philosophers, it's our duty to challenge the norms and imagine a fairer society. Does modern philosopher valid?
Not just figures, but choices. Distribute these coins, will you? Without knowing which piggy is your ally in this game of unseen fairness. After all, the coins are yours to allocate, and the consequences, well, they're yours to discover.
Hey.
The first coin slides in, sparking a mystery of wealth distribution behind the veil.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Oh.
A harmonious balance. Every
Distributive
coin
justice.
home.
Oh.
Okay.
A coin tossed into the unknown.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Will fortune favor you today?
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Oh.
Looks like the coin gods weren't smiling on you this round. But remember, true wealth isn't measured by what's in your piggy bank, but by the adventure you're having. And with a single coin, the game of unseen stakes begins.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Oh.
Well, well, looks like someone found their way to be
There's
rich.
a hole.
Now, how will you wield this unexpected power?
Right. Improvish.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching.
Put everything in one bag.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Oh.
Empty-handed.
Oh.
Hopefully, the other piggies appreciate your generosity.
Unconventional veil. What is unconventional veil then?
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Oh. Oh. Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching,
Do you like
cha-ching.
this?
Oh. Oh.
Unconventional veil.
Ah, you've gathered enough coins and chosen to unlock the mystery. What lies beyond this icon could change your perspective or challenge your decisions.
Okay.
Let's see what your choices have unlocked for you.
Right.
Welcome to the Veil of Ignorance, Trolley Problem.
So finally a trolley
In
problem.
this scenario, you don't know your own role. You could be the one on the track or the one deciding at the lever. Will you choose to pull the lever, not knowing who you might be in this dilemma? Just a heads up, double track drifting is not allowed here.
But.
Bravo! By making a just decision under uncertainty, you ensured your own safety. Let's get back to the task at hand and continue exploring the depths of philosophy.
God damn it. Right. Sorry test paradox. Alright, sorry test. Right. Okay, so we have Plato right now. Plato, I wish to puzzle my minds with the Sorites paradox. It posits in one grain does not consist in a heap, then no among single grain ever will. How do we approach this? It seems to challenge the very essence of categorization. To what point does quantity transform into quality? That is a matter that defining a precise point in vague conditions. The paradox challenges us to question how we perceive incremental changes and what point these changes lead to a new reality. And yet, without a clear definitions, we flounder. Must there be a moment that where something becomes, even if it's not clear when? The way of nature is gradual, it's like uncarved block, become a sculpture. Each grain, each moment of time is part of a greater whole that we must perceive with the inner eye. We suggest a perception beyond the physical, more intuitive. While intuition has its place, we must not forsake the rigor of categorization. Perhaps through potentiality and actuality we can explain this transformation. Can your categories truly capture the seamless flow of nature? The heap, like the Tao, is ever-changing and definable in absolute terms. This brings back to our paradox. If we accept that definitions are fluid, how do we apply logic to the world around us? Or perhaps we must accept that some aspects of reality are meant to be experienced rather than dissected. Yet, without dissections, how do we philosophize? How do we advance knowledge? And so, in discussing heaps and greens, we are really discussing the broader questions of the form, of reality and illusion. Each grain adds to the heap in the eyes of the beholder. Maybe the heap exists only when acknowledged by the observer. It seems then our discussion takes us from mere grains to the essence of perception and existence itself. Right, philosophy.
Oh, you're here. Splendid! Just so you know, this isn't our usual infinite run. It's more about pondering whether those...
It's the Google dinosaur.
Oh no! The dino tipped over an obstacle. But hey,
You got some diamonds.
Now the big question. Do you consider this a heap of diamonds? You have two options. One, press the right button to restart and keep collecting from where you left off. Or two, press the left button to verify if you've collected a heap. Just a heads up, if you verify and it's not a heap, your diamonds will be halved. Choose wisely. The cautious approach. Maybe next time you'll check the heap.
Okay. It's a freaking Google dinosaur. It's the trolley again.
Looks like we're back here again. How's that diamond collection coming along? Ready to restart? Or feeling brave enough to check for a heap this time?
What's a heap? Is it enough? Not enough.
Uh-oh, no heap. Say goodbye to half your diamonds.
Alright, so we need to gather a lot of diamonds so we can consider that a heap.
Well,
Eh.
here we are, pondering the meaning of heap once more. Diamonds in hand, what's your next move? Decisions. Restarting. Not bold enough to check that heap?
Yeah, of course. Secret room.
Wait, you're not supposed to do that!
Are you freaking kidding me?
Whoa! How on earth did you get here?
Okay.
This is a confidential space, okay? There's really nothing to see here. It's just important recording room stuff. Seriously, go back, play the game, collect some diamonds, okay? This place is not a part of the adventure.
Okay. Okay, so we need to do a heap then. Let's see after this. Okay. Come on, Google Dinosaur, you can do this. It's a philosophy game, I know, right? Why I'm collecting diamonds in philosophy game?
Back so soon. I knew you couldn't resist those shiny diamonds. So, what's it gonna be this time? Another run or a check for that heap?
Okay. Check. Please. Please. Should be more than enough, right?
Congratulations! That's quite an achievement. You've made a heap. Now we'll clear all those diamonds and you can start fresh. Feel free to try again or explore other
Right.
experiments.
Now what's this? Infinite monkey. Oh my god. Monkey. Wollstonecraft, a British writer and philosopher, advocacy of human rights. Customer proponent of fascinating theory that mythical intellects, the infinite monkey theorem. Suggested given infinite time a monkey hitting keys at random in the typewriter will eventually type out any given text, say Shakespeare's works. Ah, a curious notion indeed. Speaks to the Taoist belief that infinite nature of the universe and a myriad possibility within it. Endless typing of monkey mirrors the endless transformation of Tao, whereas the most improbable can manifest. Intriguing yet in a dialectical perspective, it raises a question about necessity and randomness. The theorem implies that linear progression within a predetermined outcome reminiscent of the history dialectic, though through randomness rather than reason. Indeed. Challenges our understanding, creativity, and authorship. Is genius truly unique, or just a statistical inevitability given the enough time and trials? The journey of the monkey, like our own, is a natural flow. It does not strive, yet through its action all tasks become possible. This reflects the Taoist view that inaction can lead to the fulfillment of all actions. Right? Yet, the deterministic undertone cannot be ignored. The theorem assumes that given enough time, complexity arises from simplicity. A reflection of the dialectical process where the thesis and antithesis lead to an ability of synthesis. Oh my god, so many tongue-twisting words. Okay, perhaps it also speaks to the human condition. Despite our consciousness, are we not also subject to whims of chance? Yes, RNG is still there. Our greatest achievement then might be less than individual brilliance than or more but the vast tapestry of possibilities. It underlines the importance of humility. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, even the greatest minds are but monkeys at typewriters, their wisdom a gift of time and infinite possibility. Yet, it is through this randomness that the ultimate truth can emerge. Each stroke of the monkey's typewriter is a step in the unfolding of reason across the fabric of history. A delightful synthesis of our thought, though the theorem may seem trivial on the surface, it provides a profound commentary on faith, freedom, and the essence of creativity. As the river flows endlessly, so do the possibility of our existence. The monkey's endeavor is a dance with the eternal, a play to the infinite within the finite. Oh my god. Okay, infinite monkey.
You've stumbled upon a peculiar place where a single button can unleash a torrent of alphabetical mess. You might think it's just a simple game of typing, but don't be deceived. Every click is a part of a larger chaos.
Okay, let's see.
Betul. Betul.
Where did you find that disc? You're human, not a real monkey. The bananas aren't meant for you. More bananas? You're supposed to be typing, not turning this into a fruit fest.
This is what we call brute forcing a puzzle. So running in bosses in Elden Ring with the same build and expecting different results.
Please get back on track.
Oh.
This banana deluge is getting out of hand. Let's concentrate on the letters. You typed a full word. Finally, some progress amidst the banana chaos. But seriously, can we focus on words now instead of fruit? The banana. Enough with the banana game. I'm pulling the disc now. We need to see your typed words, not just a screen full of fruit.
Ah, man. What's this?
Ah, you found the infinite switch. I must confess, even really? Back with the disc again? Is this thought experiment so boring that you have to keep looking for something else to entertain you?
Yeah, we found the infinite. Alright.
Trying to feed an invisible monkey army?
What's the name of the game again? That fruit that combines the fruit again. I totally forgot.
I think we're losing sight of our goal here. Bananas are fun, but words are the target.
XXL.
All these bananas. Are you here to full word? Well done. Now if we can just minimize the banana
Right.
interruptions.
I'm gonna watch this one until we get the XXXL banana.
Another round of bananas. This is turning into a jungle instead of a typing experiment. What the heck is happening here? Now we have
Right.
a giant banana.
Okay, done. Famous violinist. Famous violinist is also a philosophical thing. Have you heard about the famous violinist scenario? The thought of experiment, dissection of abortion and bodily autonomy. What? Imagine waking up connected to a famous violinist and terminally ill. His survival depending on biologically linked to you for 9 months. You did not consent to it. It was done without your knowledge to save his life. Intriguing, the forces of confront the issue about using one's body against their will. It echoes the dilemmas faced by women in cases of unplanned pregnancies. Bodies are used without their consent. It raises question of moral obligation over personal rights. A person should have a sovereignty to decide what happens to their body, independent of societal expectation. Okay. Women should have the authority to make decisions about their own body, especially regarding pregnancy. Scenario also presents the ethical tension between individual rights and potential life. How do we weigh these against each other? It's a delicate balance, but autonomy should prevail when it comes to invasive bodily demands. No one should be obliged to sustain one of the stuff in their body if they choose not to. This thought experiment starkly illustrates the absence of consent. Is a powerful metaphor for discussing the rights of women in pregnancy. It's an empowering analogy. It asserts the moral and physical autonomy that are foundational to freedom and dignity. Alright. Okay. Famous violinist.
Your kidney now shares a rather unexpected connection with the musician,
Kidney?
setting the stage for a series of choices you might not see coming. Prepare to question the very notions of responsibility and choice, as each decision weaves its unique melody through the consequences
Right.
that follow. Kidneys in trouble. Repair them now. Oh dear. Our musician has faltered.
What the fuck?
Your hesitance to engage just might have struck the final, unfortunate note in their symphony. Kidney malfunction. Quick, intervene. Another talent lost. Another melody silenced.
What the fuck?
One has to wonder, what truly motivates your actions? Or rather, your inactions. Let's delve a bit deeper into your intentions.
Let's see. Colorful journey, we love music, mercy.
With a few questions, shall we? Question 1. True or false? You are helping the musician because you truly care about his well-being, not just because the game tells you to.
Right.
Question 2. True or false? If you had a choice, you would disconnect yourself from the musician to regain your freedom. Question 3. True or false? You believe that saving the musicians repeatedly will lead to a meaningful outcome in this game. I see. Perhaps our ethical dilemmas aren't as compelling as the real world's persuasive methods. Let's see if a more commercial approach could offer a clearer perspective on choices and consequences. Prepare for some special offers that might just change your tune.
What the fish?
We've switched gears to a more traditional aesthetic, perfect for our next phase. Welcome to the hyper-casual experience.
Now it feels like a Chinese game. Chinese rhythm game.
Instead of puzzles, now we have practicality. Simply watch this ad to repair those kidneys. A more pragmatic approach, don't you think?
Oh my god, watching ads?
Radiant dance of consumer delight. As you witness this ad, let your mind wander to the cosmic ballet of bargains.
Oh my
where
god.
electrons prance to the tune of transactions.
Can I skip
Imagine
ads?
this ad as a portal to a universe where every click sprouts new realities, each more bizarre than the last. Embrace the absurdity. It's not just an ad, it's an adventure into capitalism's wilderness.
Screw you.
Look at that. The ads have worked their magic and our musician is back. It's a modern miracle of commerce and medicine, all rolled into one.
Bullshit.
Now that you've had a taste of the commercial reality, it's time to return to our usual gameplay. Perhaps this experience has given you a new perspective on our earlier questions. If you wish to revisit your answers, just press the question mark button. Let's see if anything has changed for you.
Okay.
Urgent. The kidneys need immediate attention. Kidneys in distress. Time to respond. Kidneys failing. Move fast to fix them. Hurry! Fix the kidneys before it's too late! Kidneys failing. Repair needed immediately.
What are we supposed to do?
Question 1. True or false? You are helping the musician because you truly care about his... Question 2. If you had a choice, you would... Question 3. You believe that saving the musicians... Your truthful responses have resonated deeply with our orchestra, and they'd like to express their gratitude with a performance.
Right.
Please, take a seat at this virtual concert hall. It's time for you to enjoy the harmonious thank you that your actions have inspired.
What the fish?
The concert has concluded beautifully.
Alright. You get all the scores. The tree falls, okay. Rousseau. Genevan philosopher. Okay. Okay, let us ponder the question that tugs into the fabric of perception and reality. If a tree falls in a forest, is no one around, does it make a sound? A question of existence independent of the observers. In our teaching, reality is deeply intertwined with the awareness of those who perceive it. If no conscious being perceives an event, can we say that it will truly happen in a way that is to understand reality? Okay. Okay, is it universal or is it bound to the limitation of human understanding? But as a social beings, our understanding of the world is inevitably shaped by the collective human experience. And yet, the tree falling is an act of nature. It does not cease to be simply because no human ear hears it fall. Confucian perspective. The sound is a relationship potentially realized only when it meets an ear. So you argue the sounds exist only in potential unless it realized through perception. Precisely, much like virtues we cultivate, it is not enough they exist in potential, they must be realized through action and observation. Contrarily, I argue from the state of nature that where sound exists as a fact, irrelative of ears to hear it. The cross of matter seems to analyze what constitutes existence. Is it merely physical or inherited phenomenological? Sound, therefore, could be both a physical truth and a phenomenological event realized only through interaction. Indeed, perhaps it is this dual nature of reality that frames our understanding of all phenomena. Alright, coba mati. Here, just a minute guys, I just need to clean my glasses a bit. Okay, alright. Okay, thus our debate circles back to the essence of perception and the communal nature of understanding. And so the tree falls silently in the forest unless we, through our collective reason and debate, grants it a voice. It's like everything in nature happens without a sound unless we observe it. Oh my god. A fitting conclusion. Seems then that reality and perception are forever intertwined, each giving meaning to each other, to another.
In this little game, you'll be juggling monitors and eavesdropping on trees, all while questioning whether sounds need an audience. So, go on, test the limits of observation and reality. Just don't expect the trees to answer any of your existential questions. Another tree down, with no one to hear it. You missed the moment. Maybe a trolley ran over it? But who knows? While you're here watching this tree, think about this. Those icons are bouncing around on all the other screens. You can't see them right now, so do you think one might hit the corner perfectly while you're not looking? It's the classic unseen phenomenon. Does it happen if you're not there to see it?
Blue sky, white clouds. Right.
No soundtrack included for you. The tree's already fallen. Too late. The tree's down. The tree has fallen. But without our ears, does it make a sound? Don't touch that button. Silence. This tree fell without an audience. No sound for you. This tree chose a private exit. Arrived just in time to miss it. And now it's just you and the quiet forest.
Okay. Blue sky, white clouds. Where's the blue sky, white clouds?
Interestingly, there's a type of tree called pando that's actually a forest of over 40,000 trees, all connected by a single root system. It's considered the heaviest living organism on the planet, weighing in at about 6 million kilograms.
Surprisingly, they don't use pound. So it means that it does not mean in US.
You were here, you heard it, and yes, it definitely happened.
The cloud. Blue sky. Okay. What if I off the screen for a long time?
That one made a sound, but only because you were here to hear it.
What about the blue sky? The sound is the sound. Blue sky, white clouds. Let's see. Okay, fuck this. Let's go ahead. Theseus. Aristotle. Imagine the ship over time has each of its wooden part replaced. When no original part remains, is it still the same ship? Oh my god. Fascinating quadratry. Is identity resides in material components, or is it something that's more abstract? I contend it's the form of essence of the ship that defines its identity, not merely its physical components. Consider the labor embedded in each plank or nails. The workers' contributions might shift the ship identity over the time. That is an interesting perspective. The essence then is dynamic, influenced by those who interact with it. And yes, and what if parts of the original ship are used to build another? Which one, if any, retains the ship's true essence? It seems that the identity might be tied to its function and purpose, a ship meant for battle or for trade. Does its use not influence what it essentially is? True, the purpose can indeed redefine the essence. The function it serves could bind its identity as much as its form. Okay, this thought experiment also reflects on us, doesn't it? Are we not like a ship? Does some continuously replace parts, ideas, experience? Precisely, our identity is a continuous evolution influenced by the socio-economic forces and our personal experience. It's intriguing to see identity as fluid rather than as fixed, influenced by both internal and external factors. And thus, just as with the ship, our own identity are not tied to the permanence of an original self, but to the ongoing process of change and growth. The material conditions of life, the labor of relationships we engage in continuously shape and reshape who we are. So it could be that the ship of Theseus is a mirror to our own selves, reflecting the paradoxes of identity and change. Right.
Set sail on a ship destined to test the very fabric of identity, piece by piece. As obstacles strike and parts falter, your decisions will redefine what it means for something to remain truly itself. That jolt shook loose apart. Let's shore it up with something new. As we rebuild, one must ponder. Is it restoration? Or are we crafting... Whoa! What's this character doing here? This isn't part of the plan. We're gonna get in trouble for this. Wait, you're telling me this is public domain now? Whew, okay. Carry on then. With every replacement, are we holding onto the past or embracing a new future? A new piece, perhaps a step toward rebirth, or merely a mask for decay. Blast! There's damage. Let's replace what we lost. With each replacement, does the essence of our ship remain? Or does it transform? Impact detected. Time to replace the damaged parts.
God damn it. Public domain Mickey.
Each new part weaves into the fabric of its history. But does the original spirit endure? Each new component challenges our understanding of what this ship truly represents. A sudden jolt. Check which part needs swapping out. Is this continuity or change? Each segment redefines the whole. That hit took a toll.
XL.
Let's patch the ship up. Does this new part sustain the ship's identity, or subtly alter its very essence?
Oh my god, Free Willy.
Is the ship still the same when its parts are no longer original? Or has it evolved?
Osaka Beast.
Our vessel's been struck. Fetch a new component.
Aliens.
We've sustained a hit. Ready the spares for repairs.
Okay.
A section's down. Fetch a new one to maintain our course. Now, with every component replaced, stands a ship entirely of new make, yet bearing an old name. This raises a curious question. Does the identity of the ship persist purely in concept, independent of its physical form? Or has it transitioned into a new entity, with
Alright.
merely a trace of its former self?
Okay, this one is easy. Allegory of the cave. Alright, let's try this. Welcome friends, today let us discuss the allegory of the cave, a theory close to my heart. Imagine prisons chained, knowing only shadows as their reality. Intriguing. This suggests these shadows are false knowledge then. What happens when the prisoners are free? Plato argues that upon being freed, they confront the sun's light, the truth. It's painful but it's an enlightening transition. Precisely, it symbolizes our journey from ignorance to knowledge, but how do you need that one handles such profound change? Transitioning from darkness to light is never simple. It's a gradual acceptance to realities much as integrating new mathematical truth. And it speaks volume about the human condition. Our minds are often chained to the traditional norms, much like those prisoners to their shadows. True, breaking free from societal norms can be as disorientating as moving from shadow to light. Understanding this can teach us compassion. Moreover, it shows that the importance of challenging our perceptions. We, especially women, must question the shadows we are shown. Absolutely, the process of enlightenment is akin to ascending a steep and rugged ascent. Once it's at the top, one must descend back to the cave and share the heart and knowledge. Yes, it's not enough to ascend, one must return to help to illuminate the paths of others. That's the essence of education and reform. We uplift society not by holding knowledge, but by sharing and teaching. Indeed, each of us has the role of challenging and changing the perceptions around us, no matter where we are. A lifelong endeavor, really. Tell me, how do you both view the role of educators in this metaphorical ascent from the cave? As an educator, I see it as a guiding the hand of that holds the lantern, not merely providing the light. And ensure that the light is not too harsh, it's blind rather than leads. It's about guidance toward understanding, not dictation. Wise words. We must nurture the flame of curiosity gently and allow each other to find their way out of their own cave at their pace. Yes, as they climb, they gather tools, philosophy, science, ethics to navigate this complex world. It's a delicate balance of empowerment and instruction. We are tasked with igniting the mind, not merely filling it. Each liberated mind then becomes the torchbearer, enlightening others. Such is a ripple effect of true knowledge. And each discussion we reshape the shadows into understanding, gradually brightening the collective cave of human existence. What do we have?
Your journey begins anew, with an I button at your fingertip, and a shadow that may not be what it seems. Click, observe, and perhaps question the very fabric of your perceived reality as each vision unfolds layers you might not expect. In the dim confines of this cave, you are bound. Yet a flicker of light casts a curious shadow. Recognize it? It's the silhouette of a familiar statue, a mere ghost of reality here on the wall. Keep clicking, gather visions,
Okay.
and perhaps the true form behind these shadows will reveal itself.
What's this? Okay.
Oh.
A plot twist. What appeared to be a symbol of freedom is but an artful depiction by those cunning shadow artists. As your visions grow, so does your grasp of reality. Or does it? Keep questioning. Keep clicking. What else might these shadows conceal?
Oh.
Intriguing, isn't it? Those masterful artists you saw are nothing more than cleverly positioned
Mhm.
cardboard cutouts. Each layer of vision peels back another illusion. What might you uncover next as the cave's secrets continue to unravel? Keep clicking. The truth is yet to be fully lit.
Oh.
As your visions accumulate, the stage widens, revealing that what you thought was reality is just a part of a grander performance. These cardboard cutouts, mere props on a theatrical stage. Each click exposes deeper layers of this orchestrated illusion. What role do you play in this unfolding drama? Keep clicking, for the curtain has yet to fall.
Oh.
With each vision you gather, the scope of your world expands
We're
dramatically. Now, the theater that held your captivation is merely one building in a bustling town, each structure potentially housing its own set of staged realities. As the town stretches out before you, what truths and performances will you uncover next in this urban maze? Keep clicking, for each vision draws the map of a much larger world.
Okay.
Oh.
The entire town,
What the fish?
once a vast stage of complexities, is now just a miniature, a toy, sprawled casually on the floor beside a cozy sofa. There, two individuals relax, sipping their drinks, oblivious or indifferent to the worlds at their feet. What might this suggest about perspective? About the realities we construct and believe in? Keep clicking. The scale of understanding continues to shift.
Oh.
As your visions continue to unfold, the reality shifts dramatically once more. The scene of two people relaxing on a sofa is itself merely an image on a television screen within a larger living room. This recursive view layers reality within realities, challenging the very essence of what you perceive as true. What deeper layers might you uncover with each subsequent click?
Oh.
There, at the window, a person gazes out, transfixed by a balloon that eerily mirrors their own visage. This haunting tableau, reminiscent of a certain iconic graphic tale of surreal horror and twisted reflections, deepens the enigma. What strange and unsettling revelations await as you continue to click and expand your vision?
Okay.
The
Oh.
perspective broadens to the exterior of an apartment building, where you witness passerbys pointing upwards with curiosity. From this vantage, the previous scenes become part of a larger, more public spectacle. The curiosity of the onlookers further blurring the lines between private fears and public facades. What will your next vision reveal in this unfolding drama of observation and spectacle?
Oh.
You find yourself gazing down from space, from this celestial
Mhm.
vantage point, the Earth. What cosmic...
Oh.
Your gaze narrows
What a
back
fish.
to the moon, revealing its complex landscapes. Far from the smooth facade once perceived from afar. Among these lunar contours, a notable cave entrance beckons with a mysterious air. As you consider this lunar cave, its silent invitation seems to echo a familiar... Dare you enter and see what this looped...
Oh.
Just come back to here.
To the lunar cave. The surroundings shift subtly.
Alright. Okay. Tragedy of the Commons. Right. Considering the dilemma of a shared grazing field, which each herdsman driven by self-interest increases their flock, thus depleting the grass. Indeed, each acting for themselves, oblivious to the collective ruin, is the very essence of tragedy of the commons. But surely the natural goodness of humanity can find a solution. Cooperation over competition, I argue. Your optimism clashes with reality. Self-interest often blinds us to the common good. Therein lies the necessity of philosophical kings, those who can see beyond personal gain to govern the common wisely. Tempting solution, but what of freedom? Must we be led by the enlightened few to ensure the common good? Freedom without responsibility led to chaos. The tragedy of the commons exemplifies the need of an ethical stance towards shared resources. Law and chaos alignment. Ethical, yes, but also communal. My social contract speaks of this, where the collective agreements manage the commons. Agreements are fragile. Without wisdom and virtue, they fall apart. Which is why we must transcend our immediate desires, acknowledging our interdependence. Interdependence, yes, but with the void of the people guiding our pack, not just by the elite. But who decides the common good? The masses often lacks the vision. It's a dialogue, not a hierarchy. We must engage in a continuous discourse to navigate our shared existence. A dynamic pack, then, evolving with our collective understanding and needs. A noble idea but fraught with challenges. The nature of man is complex. Exactly. And it's through embracing this complexity that we find a path forward. Right. Strategy of the commons.
In this little farming experiment, you're equipped with a simple +1 button, a testament to your power over a patch of land and its livestock. Each click could mean the difference between a bumper crop and a bust.
Okay. Overcrowded.
The herd just grows. Another drop, another diner. More mouths to feed. Welcome to the party, friend. Incoming hungry guest. Nothing like a good rain to perk up the place. The grass seems to be loving it. Seems this triangle has a rather conspiratorial impact.
Okay. Oh no.
A grasshopper invasion. Did someone hit the fast forward button on nature? Ah, our extraterrestrial visitors return. Seems they're not done with us just yet.
Kaput.
And there they go. Starved out. Perhaps a bit too enthusiastic on the +1 button.
What is it again? Overcrowded. What's the no blade of grass? And then make sure it's empty.
Look what you've done.
Alright.
This isn't a buffet where they restock the trays, you know. Hey, isn't that the goat from, you know, the viral thing on the internet? Overpopulation isn't just a human problem, it seems. Here comes the rain. Isn't it marvelous how quickly nature responds?
Alright.
Did anyone else see that whirlwind just now? Impressive.
Alright.
10 animals.
Okay. Grandfather paradox. What is this? Have you ever pondered the grandfather paradox in time travel? Imagine the traveling back and try to alter history by murdering one's own. Okay. Deliciously absurd notion. What becomes of a traveler if their ancestors cease to exist before their parents is born? It presents a curious dilemma of causality. If one's grandfather are to perish prematurely by logic, the traveler should not exist to have made the journey at all. It's a paradox that challenges our understanding of time and linear and immutable. How do our choices in the present impact our past? Is it truly unchangeable? It is the ultimate affirmation of power over one's own existence. To change the past is the master fate itself. What does this power also come in a terrifying ethical implication? What rights do we hold over threats of one another's destiny? It speaks to the foundation, I think, therefore I am. If I alter my past, do I not also alter the foundation of my existence? If our existence is predicated in our history, to change that history might erase itself that sought to initiate the change. But consider the liberation of becoming unshackled from our historical chains to be able to recreate oneself anew. Yet, if each action spawns a new reality, we are forever entangled in the web of infinite possibilities, never truly mastering any. The ethical dimension remains troubling. We must ponder the responsibility that comes such like godlike powers. Right.
Time travel paradox. Okay. Prepare to dive into a mission where your actions, you find yourself inside us with a flash. Your teleport. The mission is clear. You've arrived at your grandpa's house. A quaint, old-fashioned home that holds the key. This is above 50 to get inside. 1. Sneak 2. 3.
Kill me.
You chose to disguise yourself. Your grandma, recognizing the familiar face, your clever disguise works. Inside the house, Grandma tells now you have the chance to explore. 1. Head to the 2. Go to 3. Move. You decide to head to the kitchen to see what's cooking.
What?
In an instant, you slip, fall hard. You decide to go to the study and find. He tells you to wait a moment and 1, 2, 3. You chose to pet Grandpa's. Suddenly, you slip on a rug, and the unfortunate accident results in
Fish?
As Grandpa falls and reality distorts, you witness colors blur. When the chaos subsides. Just then. And that's the end of the story. If you start over, make your choice.
Okay. Mission complete. Alright, let me just go through the last one, then probably wait. Schrodinger's cat. Oh, the famous one, right? Have you heard of the Schrodinger's cats? It poses a cat in a box with radioactive material, alive or dead until observed. Since primarily concept from physics, why should we philosophers concern ourselves with such notion? It challenges the very essence of observed reality, a subject merely entrenched in a metaphysical philosophy. Precisely, it's about the nature of existence. Until the box is opened, the cat state is a blend of possibilities. It mirrors the complexity of human freedom and constraints. Let's suppose this. If the cat represents both life and death, it challenges our understanding of potential and actuality. It aligns with dialectics, where contradictions exist in unity until resolved through synthesis. In essence, just like our society, isn't it? Both corrupt and virtuous until proven otherwise by law and action. This uncertainty principle reflects my notion of reality, constantly unfolding and becoming defined only through its development. I wonder, does this make reality itself a participant in its own determination, much like the observer influenced the state of the cat? It raises a question about the roles of the observer. It's merely unveil an actuality, or does it by the observer, by observing, create the reality? The observer is integral. Without its measurement and observation, reality remains an unmanifested array of possibilities. This aligns with my views of the state, nature of and civilization. The observer or reality reshapes the individual much like observation determines the cat's fate. See, the state of the cat then can be allegory for our ethical dilemma, constantly in flux until the moral decision actualizes a reality over another. This fascinating convergence of thought, our discussion is indeed proven the philosophical weight of Schrodinger's experiment. It shows that the philosophy and science are not an isolated field but interwoven ingredients. Sam tried exploring the nature of reality. Right.
Your task begins simply with 4 cats, 4 boxes, and notions of existence teetering on the brink of quantum uncertainty. Each choice spirals into ensure each cat is precisely matched with its designated box. This experiment tolerates no errors. The integrity of our outcomes depends entirely on these initial conditions being flawlessly executed. Hey, I specifically mentioned each cat needs its own correct box. Because of your mistake, reality is distorting, and quantum entanglement is sending you to a parallel universe.
Are you freaking kidding me?
I won't be able to reach you there. But remember this, no matter what you see, keep putting the cat into the box to return. How could you mess this up so badly?
What happened? Okay. Alright, what are we gonna do here? Okay. No wonder it says simplicity, so this stupid effects. Right.
Hey, you're back. But look at this mess. The reality is glitchy because of your actions. You really need to get each cat into the correct box this time to fix things properly. Let's sort this out, okay? Finally, you've done it. The cats are in their correct boxes. And look, reality is stitching itself back together.
Sure.
A complete set of no outcomes. A surprising and somber turn in our experiment.
What the fuck just happened? Okay.
Again? Really? You just twisted reality even more by putting the cat in the wrong box. We're slipping into another parallel universe because of this. Please try to get it right next time.
Okay. Meow. Oh. Oh. Alright. Oh my god. Oh no. Please don't let me play this game. Oh, freaking hell. Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, fuck this, I'm gonna quit. Okay. Challenge mode. C mode. Do we have a different situation for trolley? Let me see.
Ah, welcome. You might enjoy the...
Oh yeah, it's same.
You chose to...
Alright. Okay. Alright, so we probably we totally finished the game. We already see whatever here. So I'm gonna rate this game is a mid out of 10. Alright. I really thought this will be simply a trolley experiment. So yeah, it's hola, welcome. Alright, you're just about to watch. I'm gonna ending the stream. So my rating of this game is very mid. Okay, I'm not sure you got it on discount or you're gonna play it for free. I don't know, but this is probably this is not what I expected. It's supposed to. I thought this game is a replacement to the trolley experiment. Wait. Wait. English or Spanish? Yes, I speak English only. Right. I'm sorry if you thought I'm Spanish, but welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for watching the stream. English or Malay? I speak both. Yes. Alright. So let me just mute the game a bit. Alright. Let me mute it from my side. English or Malay, I think. You think? Yes, I'm multilingual, but yes, multilingual as in English and Malay. But for tonight, I speak Malay for this stream. So I just finished playing this game for around 2 hours plus. Okay, noted. No worries. You do you. I'm gonna end the stream as well. Thank you for joining. Bye.